We've got Jessica. She's 55 years old. She has about $150,000 saved for retirement. So for her, we know we've got about 10 plus years of work. So we need to position her retirement assets for growth. We need to put those in low cost, indexed ETFs and position those for the best growth that we possibly can. As she gets closer to retirement, we're going to shift those assets still within low-cost indexed ETFs. We're going to shift them more towards conservative. And so it's not about trying to say, I'm going to buy this stock, buy that stock, short this stock, short that stock. It's about positioning of retirement assets. So from 55 to 65, if we put in $60,000 a year plus our $584 that we've continuing to do into our IRA, at the end of 10 years, earning 6% on our investments, meaning the money going into the market is earning 6% a year, we're going to have $1.2 million in retirement savings at 65. That's a big jump. Look at this, from 150 to 1.2 million. Now we are earning 6%. And the reason I use 6%, that's a pretty conservative number. The stock market's averaged about 12% the last 10 years. It's averaged 10% the last 50 years. And if you add in inflation, it's averaged about 8%. So we're going to go 2% behind in the inflation market and say we're going to earn 6% a year. Hey, if we earn 8, 10, or 12, this number is going to be a lot better, but I don't want to project that, right? That's crazy. Let's project a little bit more conservative. So at 65, we're going to have $1.2 million. That's a huge gain. Remember, it's compound interest. It's consistently investing, saving, contributing, and investing. It's consistency. You don't get anywhere in life unless you're consistent. And compound interest is God's greatest gift outside of Jesus. And so we want to use God's greatest gift outside of Jesus to our advantage. So $1.2 million in retirement savings. Now, once we get to 65, our expenses have inflated to $6,870. So now we've got to start using this money, this $1.2 million, and we got to take this out per month. $6,870 to live off of. Remember, we have a mortgage payment in there, and we also have other expenses that are inflating at 3%. The mortgage is not inflating, but the other expenses are. We're going to get 6% in the market, and 3% is our inflation, okay? From 65 to 67, our investments go from $1.2 million to basically the same thing, $1.2 million. And the reason we're going from 65 to 67 is because at 67, we're kicking on that Social Security of $3,000 a month. Now, I get a lot of comments, hey, Drew, why don't you put COLA increases on Social Security? I don't like to do it on the board. I don't like to put COLA increases until we are actually claiming Social Security benefits. It's just me being conservative. Again, I'm always going to be more conservative in my planning because I don't want to get to retirement with a client and be surprised. So we'd rather be conservative. So we've got $1.2 million at 67. We need $7,289 per month in retirement income. Our Social Security is $3,000 a month, which means $4,289 is what we have to pull out of our retirement investment. So we're basically using a retirement income strategy to pull out $4,289 per month. What that looks like is different per individual. As we're getting older in Jessica's life, we're probably transitioning the money. Again, we're transitioning it from growth to more conservative. And so if we need to guarantee some income, we're going to have Social Security. We might use an annuity to guarantee some income. We might be shifting towards fixed income, dividend stocks. It just depends on what the client's risk tolerance is and what they're trying to accomplish and how we can do that with the current environment. So 67 to 77, our money grows from 1.2 to 1.3 million. Okay, now that's earning 6% a year. At 77, we've got $1.3 million. We need to take out $9,795 a month for expenses. Social Security's grown to $3,870. So this is your Social Security, this is our expenses, and this is our income. So now we need $5,925 per month coming out of our retirement assets, which at 87 puts us at $1.1 million. And at 99 years old, we're at zero, okay? So essentially, we've gone from $150,000 at 55, sacrificed, saved, invested, contributed to retirement accounts, and at 99, we have $0. We have a $782,000 paid off home because remember, we had a 30-year mortgage. So at some point, we could always sell this home. Now, Jessica lives here in the Tampa Bay area, so hopefully property values continue to rise as people continue to come to Florida, the land of the free. No taxes here. Actually, there's taxes, just no income tax. There's a state, there is a property tax, and there are sales tax. That makes up for the income tax. Now, so we have a home that we can obviously sell, we can reverse mortgage, we can whatever if we need to. Now, here's what I want you to think about. Keep in mind, we're using a 6% rate of return. If we lower this rate of return, it's going to lower these asset values. But what we're trying to see here now, once we've got it on the board, and once we've got it kind of figured out on the board, like, yeah, we can do this, now we take this from the board and we put it into the Financial EKG software, which starts to take into account monthly inflation, taxes, all different kinds of things. We get more detailed, more granular in our planning so that whatever we're missing on the board, we now have in the software. And hey, if you want your Financial EKG, look in the description below and we can put together a financial plan for you to get you to retirement, through retirement, and protect your ability to stay in retirement. Hey, thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.